Hello everybody, this is ManuS and welcome to another Eternal Brews video here on eternaltitans.com. Today I want to share a pretty cool brew with you guys that is based on an idea of one of my viewers, CBookami, that showed me his base version of this deck on stream, and I quite liked the idea and he wanted me to tune it and improve on the concept that he came up with. And I did that, and I'll share with you how this turned out, and it's a pretty cool deck. It seems like it might be lacking something still to be truly competitive, but it has potential and is really cool and pretty fun to play, so let's take a look. But before we do, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification icon to not miss out on future content if you haven't yet. So on to the deck. Alright. This is the deck list. It's basically another Azindel combo deck, except this time it's Vara Combo, not Talia Combo. So the combo here basically is you reanimate Vara Fate Touched with a bunch of units, usually an Azindel, that then gets you 2 more units. And you want to have an Etched Monolith out, so they all have charge, so you just kill your opponent in one swing. Ideally, as last unit, you get a Snowcrush Animist to stun their blockers, so they die right away. Okay, so let's talk about the cards. First off, we have 12 2-drops. 8 of them are discard outlets to discard Vara, Animist, and Azindel, mainly to get them in the void for grasping at shadows, but you can also discard power for Forgotten Find. Also, Herbalist's spell Secret Pages actually helps the deck quite a bit to ramp to turn 4 Monolith or Grasping at Shadows, and Back Alley Delinquent happens to help quite a lot with Sabotage to protecting and setting up your combo, or just protecting yourself against aggressive ways to push through your blockers. Also, Delinquent as a 1/3 is a pretty decent early game blocker, and Herbalist trades with some early game stuff while also providing some health gain to buy ourselves some time. And then we have Sporefolk, which is kind of mills ourselves, which is also pretty good because we have cards like Forgotten Find, Grasping at Shadows, and want more units in the void for Vara Fate Touched. And it also happens to be a shadow creature for Vara triggers and stuff. Then we have 8 merchants. Aurelian Merchant being the better one, since it ramps us and blocks really well over multiple turns. Garandan Merchant just trades with their best unit, but Garandan Merchant can get us Grasping at Shadows, which is super important, and Aurelian Merchant can get us Monolith, which isn't quite as important, but also pretty good. We also have a Steward of the Past in the market, which the way the format turned out by now is probably not necessary, so you can cut this for something else. Not quite sure what I would want, but either a Shadow or Xenon card is probably what you want. Then a Force Forgotten Find to sort of ramp into hardcast Azindel or Vara potentially, which can be pretty relevant, and this is very cheap. And a Banish as a sorry about that, as a sort of catch or removal. So yeah, then we have 4 drops for Pompous Historian, which is pretty sweet here. It's another mill 5, so it's kind of like Sporefolk in bigger, but it also has the upside of sometimes finding us Etched Monolith as our only relic, being a nice bonus. And then this is a 4 mana 3/3 that a 4 power 3/3 that draws us a card and mills some stuff, which is really all we want. And then we have 4 small Vara, because she's just a good shadow unit. She's good for our combo kill. She's good to keep us alive. She's good to pressure our opponent while they fired our combo. She just does all the good things. And yeah, then we have the 10 8 drops. Azindel and Vara as our core plan, and Animist as either an anti-aggro measure with Grasping at Shadows, or as part of the combo to one-shot the opponent. And then we have, the other 3 Forgotten Find that aren't in the market as additional ways to ramp. 3 Grasping at Shadows and 3 Monolith, of course, and 28 power, including 4 Chairman's Contract, which is even more self-mill, which is pretty good. So this is the deck. It's basically a mid-range combo deck. just kind of like Vara Combo, you can either play a mid-range game where you just kind of value grind and then ramp into 8 power with Forgotten Find and Merchant and Herbalist and just naturally play these 8 drops, or you just combo kill them with a Grasping at Shadows Monolith combo, especially against control decks. So yeah, this deck is a pretty cool concept, so props to CBookami. He came up with the, or at least introduced me to the initial Vara Fate Touched Etched Monolith combo idea. Not sure if he got it from somewhere else or if other people have come up with the same. But yeah, he showed it to me on stream and I liked the idea, but his version was still pretty rough. So yeah, I streamlined it to this, and that's for now the best version that I could have come up with. Deck has been performing so-so, because like I said, there's something missing, something is not quite right, but I couldn't quite figure out what or how to further improve it. And to be fair, I only played it a bit and he played it quite a lot. He actually played my list quite a bunch after I built it on stream, and he updated it to my version and still had like a win rate of around 70%, getting into like top 50 masters with it. So the deck definitely can work and is competitive. It just has its issues and is probably only like tier 2 or tier 3 level powerful. But yeah, it's a very cool deck for how competitive it is. And I figured a lot of you out there would love the concept. As usual, we're gonna hop into some games, show it in action to show you how it plays out. And yeah, as usual, before we hop into some games, please consider whitelisting EternalTitans.com and YouTube on your adblock to help support the content for free. That would really mean a lot. And I'll see you in a moment with game number 1. Stay tuned.